reported to be a run-of-the-mill visit. The president of Chad, Mohammed Deby, coming to Israel. But the meeting he had with the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Wednesday proved to be a major diplomatic breakthrough.
Israel and Chad have established relations between our two countries with your late father. It is, in our view, a tremendously important relationship. It is something that we want to carry to new levels, new heights, and your visit here in Israel and the opening of the embassy is a reflection of that.
Diplomatic relations between Jerusalem and N'Djamena were re-established in 2019 after being severed in 1972 at the behest of Libyan strongman Muammar Gaddafi. Deby and Netanyahu will jointly inaugurate the Central African nation's embassy in Ramat Gan near Tel Aviv on Thursday.
Chad and Israel are both in turmoil in different ways, and they're useful to each other. Netanyahu is under global scrutiny for policies that critics fear will turn a country into an authoritarian partial democracy. Chad's leader, Deby, meanwhile, has his own house on fire. He came to power 2 years ago and his father was killed in an insurrection. He still faces Muslim rebels, massive opposition at home, and he needs weapons, trade, and validation, no less than Netanyahu.
Netanyahu has made expanding Israel's ties in Africa and the Middle East a core focus of his foreign policy, both in the past and present. The Israeli premier has often credited Chad as being the catalyst for peace with the United Arab Emirates and the Muslim-majority nations that followed.
We believe that our cooperation can help not only advance our relations and our cooperation, but it's also part of Israel's coming back to Africa and Africa coming back to Israel.
The trip to the Jewish state is the first for Deby, who took over after his father died in 2021. The visit was kept mostly under wraps as it came off the back of U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken's regional tour and the worst spate of violence between Israel and the Palestinians in years. On the surface, stronger diplomatic ties for Netanyahu and Deby are the goal. But there is a far bigger play at work, one which sees the relationship put on display as an example and an encouragement for others, just as it was in 2019.